Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and believe it or not, I bought more plants. Yes, I bought some more plants. One of them was sent to me. One of them I brought home from Palm Springs. It's like my little traveling plant haul. And then a couple of other ones that I just bought because I wanted to have them. So I love YouTubers whose collections I know. Like I like knowing all the plants that they have. And one thing that I always get annoyed with is when they do a plant tour of their house. I'm like, when did they buy that? Where did they get that? Why didn't they show us they bought this? So I want to be the way that I would like to watch. Does that make sense? I like to make videos that I like to watch. So I love watching plant hauls. I love them. I love seeing what people are buying, what they're finding, new websites they're purchasing from. I love it. So, and I do have intentions to follow up on all these plant hauls I do. That way you could see how the plants were doing, how I've been caring for all these plants I'm buying. So yeah, I will do updates on those. But for now, let me show you what I bought. Okay, let's get the biggest one out of the way first. This is a totem cactus or a totem pole cactus. I brought this home from Palm Springs and I was so excited to see it. I know when it comes to cactus, people either love them or they hate them, or they're kind of like indifferent, like they don't even look at them. I used to be that way where I was like, like I never even looked at the cactus section ever because it was so boring to me. I love leaves and foliage. But I have really come to appreciate the way that cactus looks. It's just like a statement. Like it doesn't need a lot of leaves. Sometimes it'll have a flower, but it's just like, no, this is me and you're gonna love me the way I am. And that's how I feel about this. I got this at Moller's, I think Moller's Garden Center in Palm Springs or Palm Desert. I'll put the nursery information in the description box down below. But I went there recently for a trip and I was so just taken with the beauty of that area. Like the stuff that they can grow outside is stuff I wish we could grow where I live, but we get too cold during the winter. So our growing zone is too low to have this one growing outside. That's pretty much why the only cactus we can grow outside here is like those ones that grow really crazy wild. Like there's a few other ones, like the really tall, beautiful ones. There's some other varieties, but as far as like cactus for landscaping, what I usually see is like a big old gathering of, I think 𝐿𝐴puntia, I'm not sure. They grow these fruits on them and they're usually covered with garbage and they're in parking lots, they're not maintained, they're too crazy wild. But out there, the landscaping was on another level. Like I was trying to take pictures of it and it seemed, you know when you try to take a picture of the moon because it's a full moon and it's so pretty and you go to look at your camera and it's like a pinhole? That's how it was trying to take pictures of all the beautiful cactus they had there. But I had to bring one back with me. And they actually had the boobie cactus. I actually have one here to show you. They had one there that was huge, like big ones like this. All of them were sold already because I would have bought one in a second. But this was my second favorite, the totem. And not only is this like an amazing shape, like just a statement plant, but it has no spines. Like it genuinely has no spines. It doesn't even have like those hidden ones that are behind a little like fuzzy white dot. It's completely spineless and just gorgeous. I love it. This one can't survive here during the winter. We just get too cold. It's not hardy here, but I am going to be putting this outside in the summer, like for sure. And maybe late spring, fall, it'll be okay too. But for summer, for sure, I'm throwing it outside. But I love him. I was so excited to bring it home. It was kind of funny having it in the back seat, just this big old cactus that I'm sure people there buy for landscaping purposes. But here I'm like, it's in my house, you know. Anyway, first cactus down. Okay, and this next little one I found in an ad. You know, ads on Instagram, they get me every time. So this ad popped up with this plant in the ad from Plant Vault. So I clicked through to it, of course, went to their website, and you know what got me to buy this? Because there was only one left. It said one left, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be mine, and I bought it right away. And now I have it. And now I'm kind of glad I didn't buy that big giant one, or I'm glad it wasn't even for sale at the nursery in Palm Springs, because I would have had another giant cactus to take care of in the house, you know? But this one is typically nicknamed the boobie cactus. You could kind of see why, just because of this growth pattern. It's so darling. There is like a proper name for it, but it's kind of unpronounceable, so I'll put it here on the screen. You could give it a shot yourself. I bought this from the Plant Vault. I don't regret it for a second. I think it's so beautiful. They had one at a local nursery here where I live that was $150, $160. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I want that, but it was way too much. But now I have this little one and I'm so glad I got it. This one I wouldn't say was like a wish list plant. It was just one that I would love to own one day, but not one I was actively seeking to purchase. But then that ad got me and it said there's only one, and then I felt like I have to get it. Someone else is gonna get it, and I'm never gonna find another one. You know what I mean? Why are we like that? Anyway, this is the newest one I got. I just got this on Monday, so I'm still learning how to take care of it, but I'm going to assume it's general cactus care. Blast it with light as much as possible, water sparingly. Well, actually not sparingly, just water when needed. You can overwater a cactus, but cactus actually loves water a lot more than people think. And this one I think is in need of water, but I'm not sure. If you have one of these, let me know the signs, because of course you want the plant to stay dry. It can stay dry for a long time, but it looks a little bit puckered, but I'm not sure because I don't know when they last watered this plant. It is completely dry and it feels a little soft and a little hollow, like a little empty, and it looks puckered on the actual plant. So let me know if you have one and what you kind of wait till, what signs you look for to water it. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is my next little baby that I got. And then the other plant I got from the Plant Vault is this one. This is a philodendron called Philodendron Paraiso Verde, I think. I only bought this plant to get free shipping. Okay, I don't know why are we like that? Why do we do this? I don't know. Anyway, I have it now. This isn't a plant that was particularly on my radar. Like, I've seen people own this, but I didn't care to. It was just there and I wanted free shipping, so I got it. I don't know what's wrong with me. But look how beautiful this leaf is. You know, I never used to appreciate plants that weren't heavy foliage, but now I'm learning to really like plants like this that only have a few leaves and each leaf is really pretty. Unfortunately, this one does have a big hole in it because the stick that was in the plant to hold it up like for shipping stabbed right through the leaf, so it does have a hole there. But other than that, the plant arrived in great shape. It did have this new growth here that's really big. I can't wait for it to grow out. If you have this, let me know your care tips as well. Otherwise, I'm gonna kind of just treat it like any other philodendron, let it go all the way dry and then water it, give it some decent light, and it should do okay. But if you have one and it needs special care, let me know. Because I don't know why I bought this. This is one of those plants that if I could go back, I wouldn't have bought it. But I have it now, so I'm gonna love it. And then the last plant I wanna show you is one that was actually sent to me from Wild Interiors. I couldn't believe it. So when they reached out to me and asked if they could send me a plant, I was like, well, first, this is a scam. I just know it is. So I like deep dived into the email and it wasn't a scam. Yeah, so they reached out and asked if they could send me a philodendron white princess. And I had actually never heard of this plant before they mentioned it. So I looked it up right away to see what it looked like. And I was like, oh yes, I would love that. So this is a philodendron, but doesn't it look like a Monstera constellation? Like, it looks like it's the philodendron version of that plant. It's so gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at the pattern on this leaf, and it's so full and beautiful. I love it. Like, I feel like this is the constellation version, but philodendron. I think this is way more beautiful than the pink princess could ever be. It has a lot more variegation. It's really beautiful. It almost looks like a calathea white fusion, at least this leaf does, just like that design. I don't know. I cannot get over this plant. It just arrived today and it arrived in great shape. It was in this big old box with this, it kind of arrived the way that people ship flowers, like cut flowers, like wrapped really nice in this like bubble wrap cocoon. It was really well done. It was packed the exact same way that my Monstera constellation was packed, and that's actually who I bought this from as well. So big thanks to Wild Interiors for sending me this. I'm like, what did I do to deserve a plant like this from a company that I love? I couldn't believe it. Let me know what you think about like haul videos like this, because like I said, I love watching YouTubers whose collections I know. I love knowing the plants they have. I love when they do updates on plants that I know they have and I'm curious about seeing how they're doing. And I do have one more plant to show you. This is one that I can't remember if I showed it already, but like I said, I like watching people whose collections I know, so I want to make sure you see this one. This one here is always in need of water. It's such a thirsty plant. This is an alocasia called Regal Shield, and look at these leaves. Look at that leaf. Look how big it is. It doesn't even really fit in frame. This is actually the newest leaf that it put out. It just now is starting to feel a little hard. It's been feeling very, very flimsy for a while. This plant is so cool. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. It's very, very thirsty. Like, I need to water it again, but of course it is. It's a huge plant. I bought this here locally. I want to say it was like $12 or something. I bought it at Osuna Nursery. And once I saw this, I was like, I bet that's one of those ones that are like, they sell those big old bulbs at Home Depot and they're made for outside. I mean, every alocasia is made for outside, right? But this is one that I kind of want to grow outside and see how big I can get it during the summer. Because if it's growing this big in the house, imagine how big it's gonna grow outside, getting blasted with light. Right now I have it sitting on that table that gets western facing light in the afternoon. Like right now all the plants are getting a lot of great direct like light on the leaves. I just can't stop showing you this because I can't believe how big that leaf got. Like, look how big it is compared to my head. It's huge. This is a super easy one. I did just clean the leaves recently because I'm trying to stay on top of my leaf cleaning because I'm noticing them so full of dust. So far this one seems to be pretty easy. I've just, you know, not let it get all the way dry, but it is a big plant, so it needs water a lot. And it needs a buttload of light. Like, these huge leaves definitely need some light. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. But yeah, that's the last one I have to show you. Let me know what you think about my idea of sharing all of my plants, and not just in a plant tour video. I like showcasing the plants a lot more, and I love knowing the plants that my favorite YouTubers own. I like feeling like it's my collection, you know what I mean? But that is it. Let me know what you think. I will do a follow-up on this haul in a few months or so just to let you know how everything's doing. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.